back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start here is Tua. Crossing route, he finds Likely. Shy of the 40. What a good pickup of 28 yards.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass. Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Tua going to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bigsby. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Buying time to his left. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Completes to Shakir once again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Motion man is Shakir. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Tolbert from 8 yards out. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, 69 yards. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Now Tua. Shakir hauls it in. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here's Tua. Finding Williams on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From just shy of midfield, Tua steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 18. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A short one there, caught by Likely. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, so what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd down and 6 now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Bigsby is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Bigsby once more. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tank Bigsby taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Now Tua going to change the play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. In motion, that's Tolbert. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And he is caught. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua. This one swung out to Williams.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Tua.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing Tua.
Being chased out left.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Tua to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back